Bridgewater going to throw right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this throw will be intercepted.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mike Evans. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. They go play action. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater going up top. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet. But we are at 500, and we're still in it. Let's try and...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it lap.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. Here's Prescott. Airing this one out for Evans. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Marr on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 72 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The Cowboys at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Dancing to his left. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Play fake. Bridgewater. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Hits it off the right upright, and it's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Bridgewater's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Play action now. Bridgewater. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first, eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Check tight. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Hey, 47. March 49.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action now. Prescott forced out to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Elliott. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They go to Elliott again. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the red zone now, Prescott. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Moss looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. He'll try again. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zach Moss. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again. Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 31 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 75. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 58 yards. And the Lions are able to at least get one score back. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
On the move to his left.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott flushed out right. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Prescott now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll try again with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From the 10, this is 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 4th down, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 34. Mike 34. Danny. Mike 34.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Bridgewater. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
54 Mike. Find out. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Crunch time, defense. Hey, one set. Check Mike.
Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. Finding Williams once more, complete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Hey, check. Alert 3.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Moss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Prescott. Well, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a depth.
And, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Bridgewater. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Just like that. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. Yeah. You don't want none.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. He'll find Williams on the slant. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Bridgewater on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Throwing here, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll try and run with their fullback. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow